Hi, this video is going to show you how you can search APA psych articles through the Collin College databases. The first thing you will need to do is sign into Cougar Web. Once you've done that, come over here on the left-hand side, click on the library link, and this will take you to the library page. At the very top of the page, you will see a link that says Find Articles in Databases. That is the one that you want to click on, which will get you to our database page. We have roughly 100 databases at the moment. To make things a little easier for you, we've grouped them into these broad topics. For this purpose, or for this video, what you'll want to do is come in here and click on the psychology and sociology link. This will bring you to a page that lists just those databases that have materials that are specific to psychology and sociology databases. If you scroll down a little bit and look for the PsycARTICLES link, that is where we're going to go today. PsycARTICLES focuses primarily on psychology and sociology papers. They are, for the most part, academic papers, so this is a good place to come to find those academic articles you need for your paper. The first thing I do when I show up on this page is click on the advanced search. The reason I do that is that it gives me additional search boxes that I can use when I am doing my searches. I'm going to start by typing in a search for COVID-19 in the first search box. In the second one, I'm going to type in isolation. And I want to add third term. So to do that, what I'm going to do is come down here where there's that plus button and add a row. If I click on that, it adds a row for me. And I'm going to type in mental health. I'm not going to limit my searches to anything other than just the anywhere. We could limit our searches to authors or documents or whatever, but anywhere for our purposes here is going to work just fine. I am going to limit my searches to full text and peer-reviewed. You'll see that there's a little I after the peer-reviewed. If we click on that, it brings up a definition of what this database means by peer-reviewed. If we click the more information, there is even more information on how they identify peer-reviewed databases or journals in this database. There are additional limits you can select if you wish to. If you're interested perhaps in the effect of COVID on adolescents, you could come down here and select just that group. I'm not going to do that for this video, but if you need to, those limits are there as well. I'm going to click the search and it runs our search. We have 147 results for COVID-19, isolation, and mental health. Our search terms are listed here in this search bar at the top. We can go in and modify them if we wish, but you don't have to do that. Our limits remain full text, peer-reviewed. If you wanted to change those here, you can deselect and then click the update, and it's going to rerun your search without those limits attached. There is a date range here. If you're interested perhaps in only the articles that came out between June and September, you could slide that slider, click the update, and it's going to limit our results. Based on this, we can see that most of the articles started coming out probably in August. So the majority of the articles that we see here in our results list is going to be coming from August publications. Again, we can limit further if we need to. If we have way more than we need, we can come in here and select some of these different limits and limit our search based on those. In most of our databases, if you click on the title of the article, it's going to take you to a more detailed page. In this database, it takes you to a detailed page that includes the full text of the article. So the entire article is listed here. The only problem with this is that the bibliography tends to be run together, so there is no break in that bibliography. If you're wanting to get to the bibliography terms, the best way is to go to the full text PDF and scroll down. From here, you can actually click on these links for the article just below the actual entry, and it will take you to that article. We may not have access to these though, so if you're looking for a specific article you can't find it, contact us and we'll see if we can get it for you. We may not be able to, depending on who that vendor actually is. We can also just look at the abstract for this article as well as some of the details, which include subject terms, which if you are having trouble finding material, take a moment, check those subject terms out and try them in searches. On the right-hand side, there are related items. So if you found this article and you thought this is a really good article for what I'm doing, there might be some here that would work as well. So if you're doing a research paper, come in here and see if any of these will work as well. So depending on how many papers you are expected to have in your paper, this may help you meet those requirements. At the top right-hand corner, there is a way to download the PDFs, cite, email, or print. The cite button is handy. By default, it is currently going to APA 6th edition. If your professor wants you to use the 7th, you can just by clicking on that little drop-down list, come to 7th, and it will generate a citation in APA 7th edition. Usually, if you were to copy and paste this into your paper, it's going to come across as a 10-point Arial or Helvetica. So you will have to go into your paper and convert this citation that you've just entered into your bibliography to Times New Roman 12-point type. There are other options as well for accessing or downloading the paper. You can click on that all options. The download, PDF, email, print are there. You can also cloud save these documents to your Google Drive or your Microsoft OneDrive. You can also export it to RefWorks. You can access the PDF here as well as other versions of this article. The XLS one would work great if there's a lot of data in the file that you are trying to use. So that is a quick introduction to APA PsycARTICLES. If you have any questions, please contact me. My contact information is listed here. You're always welcome to contact me, and I will do my best to help you find the materials that you need.